So today I'm going to do a request. Shout out to thaboringdude from MPC users on Reddit. They asked whether you can use the digitone as an FX control system for the MPC using the MIDI tracks on the Electron boxes. Of course you can, and the MIDI functionality on the MPC is amazing, so I wanted to show how you do that. Let's jump in and have a look at how that works. Okay, so I just wanted to quickly show you how I made the beat. This is just a bit of a behind the scenes. Got some drum hits. The drums are being controlled by our MIDI tracks 1, 2, and 3. This is my hi-hats, some percussion, kicks and snares. All together it sounds like this. Pretty simple. We've got a few tracks set up, some melodies on the digitone. Pretty simple. A little arpeggiator. The main pad sound. And some filling stuff. And a bass line. All together it sounds like this. Just a quick rundown on the cable spaghetti. We've got MIDI in and out coming from the MPC into the Electron, and we've also got our audio outputs from the MPC and the Electron going to a mixer, so you can just hear exactly what comes out of the boxes. The last piece of the puzzle is our track 4, and this is where we're controlling all of the internal submix effects and also our return effects on return 1 and 2. I've set up a submix coming from my drum program here. So this drum program, it's being controlled by the Electron. This goes out to my submix 1 in the audio out. Coming into the submix 1, I've put an FX strip here of just a bunch of effects that I think will be nice to play around with. The thing about submixes is the whole audio is brought through into the submix. So if our mix is up to 100%, the whole sound is going through that one FX chain. And so that can be cool or that can be bad. So I chose effects that would sound cool with a full mix knob sent to them. I'll just play it and we can just hear what they sound like. So you can see it's moving the timbre. I've just got the half speed. Just got the half speed for some glitch. This diode clip. Bit of random noise. And the talk box. Like a low pass filter. So let's just have a quick look at the sends and returns. If I click the send page, as soon as I touch one of these send knobs, it shows me the return. So on send 1 I've got a delay, and on send 2 I've got a reverb. And I've used these top 4 knobs here on the track 4 of the digitone to control those knobs. I've put the delay only on the snare. So this is the mix, basically the send, and this is the time. And the send 2, I've just got the reverb mix here. And the send volume. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I really like this concept. I think it's really interesting for performance-based effects. So over here on the Digitone, in this section here, we control our CC knobs, and I've just set them up as 1 through to 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Basically, I just did that because I just thought it would be easiest. The channel that I've set them up on is number 16, but you can send them on any channel. I just made sure not to send them on the same channel that I'm sending all of the drum information. That's channel number 3 for me. You can see that over here on our I/O. The drum information is coming in on channel number 3. But yeah, I just decided that channel 16 just because it's easy, but actually with the MIDI Learn functionality, you don't even really need to choose. When you turn the knob, it will learn that automatically based on you just turning the knob. Alright, so I wanted to program the MIDI Learn stuff together just so you can see exactly how I did what I did to get to that point. So I'll go over to the MIDI Learn button in the menu, and here we have a bunch of different stuff, and it's pretty complicated, but it's all good. We'll run through how that works. So I'm just going to add, what I want to do first of all is I'm going to put Learn on. So that means whenever I turn this knob, you can see that it has recognized that this knob is now our control parameter, right? Channel 16, CC message 1. For these two, what I want to do is I want to control the delay for the snare. I want to send the snare to the delay so that whenever I have a snare hit, I can just hit that and go, cool, have a bit of snare delay. So how do I do that? I'm going to go to source. I'm going to go to my track. That's where my drum program is. But I'm going to go to pad, and I'm going to go down here to number 8. That's where my snare is, number 8. For our target, I'm going to go to my mixer, and I'm going to go to send 1. So that means that this knob here now controls the send value for send 1. So now I want to use this knob here to control the time of the delay, so we have something to affect. So I'm going to add another parameter. I'm going to just turn my knob so it recognizes 16 and 2, channel 16 and CC message 2. Now I'm going to go over here to my returns, because that's where my delay is. My delay is on return number 1. Okay. And now when you go here, you can see we have access to pretty much any parameter that's on the FX plugin. I mean, it's honestly amazing what you can do. It really is pretty incredible. So I'm going to go to time. Okay. And we can check that that works by going over here. We're going to go to our return. And I'm just going to see if this changes the time. Oh, magic. It even has a graphic for it. It's so cool. I honestly think this is awesome. Now I want to add my second 2. And this time I want to have a reverb that affects the whole drum kit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the send on this one, and I'm going to put the mix for the reverb on that one, so I can tone in the mix or I can add it. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to add another one. I'm going to make sure Learn is on, and I'm twisting my knob. So you can see channel 16 and CC message 3. I'm going to go to my source and I'm going to hit track. This time I'm going to affect the whole drum program, and my target is going to be in my mixer, and it's going to be send 2 this time, not send 1. I'm going to add another parameter. I'm going to turn my knob so that it recognizes which one it is. I'm going to go to my return. This time I'm going to return 2. And again, it just shows up all the inserts that are in my returns. So I'm going to go over here to mix, because I want the mix to be controlled by this knob. So now what I want to do is I want to send these 4 knobs here to these 4 inserts here on the submix, And these are going to have control over the mix parameters for each individual insert. So for the flavor, I want to affect timbre depth. For half speed, I'm going to affect the mix. For the diode clip, I'm going to affect the level. And for the talk box, I'll go back to mix as well. So we go to our MIDI Learn function. Make sure Learn is on. We add another parameter. This time I'm going to do submix. Submix number 1. I forgot to do my MIDI Learn, so I'll add that there. Now I'm going to go to my insert number 1. I'm going to go to timbre depth, and now this knob here will correspond to timbre depth. I'm just going to go ahead and add all of these and then show the example at the end. Alright, so you can see all the information for our MIDI data is all stored in here. Our MIDI Learn is all set up. I just wanted to show that working. So if I go over to flavor here, even the graphics keep up, which is awesome. I just think that's so cool. If we have a look at half speed, the mix knob changes. The level of diode clip and our talk box mix level. It's pretty sweet. So yeah, now we can just have a bit of a jam and hear all of that working together. So there you go, pretty sweet concept. Thanks once again to the Boring Dude over on Reddit. And if you have a concept that you were thinking about and you're not really sure of how it might work, put it in the comments below and I'll try and make a video about it. If this was helpful, please consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks so much for watching and I really appreciate your time. Cheers.